Morning, everybody. It's 8:40 on this Wednesday, the 20th of November, and this is your pre-opening comment. It is video number 2285. Kind of a quiet day as far as news and economic news goes. The only thing that came out this morning so far is the MBA mortgage apps up 1.7%, so really nothing there. Asia is a little bit higher, and Europe is sharply unchanged. The Dow futures are up 130, the Nasdaq futures are up about 50, and the S&P were up about 12. So really not much going on there. This afternoon we have earnings from Nvda, Palo Alto Networks, and Snowflake. So those are some big names with big numbers. However, this morning we've already had some earnings, and the results there were particularly mixed. Target with a miss of 45 cents and a miss on revenues, and guidance below consensus. The stock is trading 127.90. That's down $27 or 17.4%. TJX, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, they beat by a nickel. They reported revenues in line, guided below consensus also, but also updated their stock repurchase expectations. That one is basically unchanged at 120.38. That's up 82 cents or 0.7%. We also had Williams-Sonoma, which had also a huge beat. Let me just tell you where that one is. Williams-Sonoma closed yesterday at 137.89, currently trading 168.52, and that's up $30.63 or 22.2%. That's, a hell of a move. In other news, we have Alphabet saying that Chrome could be worth as much as about $20 billion if the judge orders a sale. Comcast announcing that it will soon to announce that it'll announce the spin-off of NBC Universal, the cable's network, into separate companies, including MSNBC, CNBC, and the USA networks. According to the Wall Street Journal. Delta Airlines having an investor day and announces financial targets, 10% growth on an average annual basis, $3 to $5 billion in free cash flow, sees mid-teens operating margins. That one is really doing nothing. 64.35, that's down 40 cents or 0.6%. And Keysight, which is symbol Keys, Keys, 165.55, that's up 13.42 or 8.8% on an 8-cent a share beat on earnings, beat on revenue. New guidance above consensus and revenues above consensus, so that one acting pretty well. The chart on the screen is the Bitcoin, this is the weekly, made another new high so far today, trading practically right on it. The last is 94,998, and the high is 95,070. So the MACD here is still not overbought and is really just continuing to build. It looks like this may in fact be a breakaway gap, and I'll show you what that looks like on the bigger chart. Coming out of there, we had the move up, closing in, just slightly higher. The weekend that they said a sovereign nation was buying the stock, it gapped up from this high of 77,930. The following Monday, the low was 80,665. So that if that holds, that's It's pretty unusual that something that trades 24 hours a day would leave a gap on a weekly basis, but there you have it. We also have the grains slightly lower. We have oil up, heating oil down, gasoline up less than a penny. We have the nat gas moving sharply higher, up 12.70. That's 4%. We have the gold up 11, the silver barely up at all, up 3.3 cents. We have copper up about 2.5 cents. Cotton's just still hanging around 70. Up $4 in the coffee. Sugar, sugar's been around this 20 to 22 cents for months and months. 21.95 down 7. We have the dollar up 35 cents, as I said. Bitcoin up about 2,000. Ethereum up 11. The bonds are down 22.30 seconds. This is still looking to me like it's shaping up as another move to the downside. I mean, we have 3 days lows, 115.10, 115.11, 115.09, and we have this low close here at 113.27. MACD rolled over, getting a little bit worse on the oscillator, so I'm keeping away from that. I think it's a little late to be shorting it. As far as the futures at this moment, let's get you some fresh numbers here. S&P is now up only about 6, so it's halved what it was up before. The Dow is up 74, also about half. And the Nasdaq is up 24, also above half. So they're not big moves, but directionally, we're basically on a percentage basis in the same place. All right, folks, I'll be back later.